Mr. Sopantu Tilai, CEO of SAMSA, Mr. Dilip Merotra, Secretary of the IMOU, Mr. Achinta Duta, heads of delegations, the delegates, observers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a pleasure that I welcome you to the 22nd meeting of the Indian Ocean MOU on Port State Control Committee and to the beautiful port city of Cape Town. You will recall last year that Australia hosted us in their beautiful city, and the hospitality we enjoyed there. I hope that we're going to enjoy the same in South Africa. South Africa has kindly offered to host our annual meeting in this famous city of Cape Town. The South Africa authorities have also gone to a greater length to ensure that we have a good stay here so we can deliberate on the important matter of ship safety, security, and the protection of the marine environment. Ladies and gentlemen, at the onset, I wish to congratulate the member authorities of the IMOU for having completed 20 years from the time it was adopted. IMOU has grown over the years, as we saw, from 6 member states to 20. In order to improve the standard of shipping and eradicate substandard ships, all parties such as ship owners, flag states, recognized organizations, ship management companies, classification societies need to be part of the chain block to ensure ship safety and security, and also to ensure that we protect our marine environment. Seafarers also play a very important role in ensuring that ships are maintained in seaworthy conditions. Port State has an important and responsible function to perform to tighten the net, and is an important part of the responsibility with a view to promoting more effective implementation of all applicable standards for maritime safety and pollution prevention. Once again, I emphasize that the role and conduct of Port State Control Officers is very important and has to be maintained to the highest level. Training and updating of the PSOs now with new regulations remains our key role in most of our maritime administrations. I'm happy to say that the IMOU has taken steps to ensure that the PSOs are continuously trained and updated with new latest requirements. And at this juncture, I would like to thank the help of the EU. Under the EU, we have the IMOU PSOs who have undertaken learning under MAX. However, we observe that the usage of the e-learning program is not very encouraging. I take this opportunity to encourage all member authorities who have not embraced the program to take advantage of the offer to update their skills. For purposes of ensuring uniformity in reporting of PSC activities, we will continue to conduct regular training programs for the authorities, especially those that have recently adopted the MOU. In addition, the IMOU receives invitations for training on other training programs from equivalent MOUs. In that regard, allow me to thank the Paris and Tokyo MOUs for allowing our officers to participate in the training programs. I also thank the IMO for providing funding for these programs. I'm happy to note that the next seminar will be held in Seychelles, who became our member authority in 2017. I note that all trainers are from the region for this particular training, and in that regard, therefore, we need to continue to develop our own team of trainers and experts. In the recent times, new legislations have come for the protection of the marine environment. These are such as the Ballast Water Convention, MALPOL Annex 6, Sulfur Cap from 2020. It's a challenge for most states to ensure that PSOs are well versed with the requirement of the new legislation in order to ensure that the ships are unduly detained. With regards to appeal on detentions, it is encouraging to note that during the last 4 years, there have been no appeal on detentions. This clearly shows that the port state control is effective in our region. Ladies and gentlemen, as I see, member states are taking all efforts to ratify the relevant instruments of the IMOU, and they need to ensure that these necessary instruments are enshrined in the national legislation. This area may have been one of the ones that require vested efforts from governments to ensure that the mandatory instruments we have are enabling legislation in their countries. This is one of the areas also where the auditors for IMSAS look into. I encourage member authorities, therefore, to put the mandatory instruments into the legislation. From 2018 annual report published by the Secretariat, it is noted that there are only 15 member authorities engaged in PSO inspections, out of which 3 members have a single-digit inspection figure, and 2 members have less than 20 inspections. These figures are not very encouraging. As we're all aware, the growth of the IMOU depends on the involvement of all member authorities, be it post-base inspections, CIC, taking part in the correspondence groups, etc. Further, I note that some of the member authorities are yet to start PSC activities, while some are yet to attain the minimum target of 10% of inspections of the total number of vessels calling their ports. This is a challenge to us meeting our objective in the PSC in the region. I humbly request the entire members that have not commenced PSC inspection activities in their countries to do so in order to achieve the target and fulfill the criteria as laid down in the MOU. This will also help us towards the quality system that is in place and attain certification and accreditation of quality. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to take this opportunity to thank all the participants and wish you a very fruitful meeting where issues are going to be deliberated. I also expect that we will get through the discussions well and in the agenda, and in this connection, I wish to request that we will depend on the expertise of others to have this meeting be fruitful. I know that we have very experienced members, we have new members in the MOU. We will collaborate, all of us, to ensure that we understand so that we have the experience we're getting from the experienced members. Lastly, I wish to thank the government of South Africa for hosting the meeting. I wish to convey our sincere gratitude to the government and the people of South Africa. Thank you all.